Hello and welcome to another Senior Spotlight episode. I'm Darren Allensworth, joined alongside me today, my dear friend, electronic media major, Hayley Sweeney. Hayley, how are you doing today?
I'm pretty good. How you doing today, Darren?
Can't complain. Glad to be on this desk here with you.
Yeah.
So first things first, why did you choose Waynesburg?
I first chose Waynesburg because my cousin Josh went here for marine biology, and he told me it was a good program and that I could go to Coastal Carolina for my 4th year. So I decided to come, and then after marine biology fell through, I came to the comm department, and I have been enjoying it ever since.
Yeah, definitely glad that you decided to make that change. I'm sure you personally are yourself. Was there like a specific factor that made you change majors? And then once you got into, the comm major, why did you stick with it?
So I changed majors mostly because of math. I think we both know that I am not the greatest at math.
You said it, not me.
Yeah, that's true. But whenever I first got to the comm department, I was kind of experiencing a bunch of different things that we offer here. And I started enjoying like the videography side and the photography side of it. And I also liked being on TV and being involved in the radio. So just having a little bit of everything was awesome.
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned, doing the video side. I know your latest internship, which is honestly still mind-blowing to me. You got to scuba dive in Africa. I know that you focus, and it's definitely one of the most unique journeys as far as a comm student here. Got to scuba dive, take underwater videography, photography. Talk about your experience there, the lessons you learned, and how Waynesburg kind of helped when it came to your internship in Africa.
So I'll start with how Waynesburg helped me with that. Was I took a lot of classes with Melinda, and she focuses on like videography and editing a majority of the time. So that was the main factor that helped me thrive in my internship and was able to comprehend a lot of the things that they were teaching me, because it was all brand new to me. I haven't tried it since I went to my internship. And then it really changed me as a person. When I went there, I learned a lot about myself, and then I learned a lot about what I was capable of doing. And then I did find out that I wanted to do underwater videography and scuba dive the rest of my life. So.
I mean, I've seen some of the work that you've done.
Mm-hmm.
I made one of the highlight videos of when you did it, and it was definitely really cool to see that. So sticking on that, I know you're moving to Florida after you graduate. Is everything already set up? You know exactly what you're going to be doing once you're done here at Waynesburg?
Yes, so I am going to be moving down to Florida. It's Panama City Beach, and I got a dive shop job, so I'll be working in the shop. But the best part about that is they're hiring me as their underwater videographer, and they're hiring me as like their social media person, just go through and help them out a little bit. So that having like a little bit of each of the things that I've enjoyed learning here in the comm department is just perfect for me, and it's definitely going to help me like grow in like the real world, like working. And so I'll be doing that, and then while I am down there, I'm going to be getting I have to do 2 more scuba diving certifications, so they're going to certify me while I'm working for them. So I'm hoping they give me a discount. Yeah. It's a little expensive.
Oh, yeah. I bet it is. I bet it is. I mean, all that equipment.
That's what I mean, yeah.
Has to cost a pretty penny, but so I know you're a warm weather type of person.
Oh, yeah.
Going to Florida, you'll definitely be in your element. Is there something, are you maybe a little worried about moving so far away from home, considering, home for you is Johnstown, Pennsylvania? Is there something you're worried about, or are you you already comfortable with the idea of you being on your own in Florida?
I think that I've waited for this for so long, and over the past 2 summers, I've done a lot, whether that be in South Africa or working down in Ocean City, being a scoper, talking to hundreds of people. I realized that, I can move away and I can still be me, and I do get homesick. I think I am worried about not seeing my family for a long period of time, because I am very close with my family members. But that's the only thing, and I think I'll definitely do well down in Florida for sure.
Oh, for sure. I definitely don't have a doubt in that. I know Mama Sweeney will probably give you phone calls every day, checking how you are. But just talk about growing and getting used to being on your own. I think college definitely is kind of a gateway to that, and learning about that. How do you think you've grown as a person since you've began here at Waynesburg from year to year?
I think the biggest thing coming in freshman year for me was I was a little shy. I know that sounds crazy coming from me,
You
right?
really?
Yeah, I know, right?
Crazy.
I was a little shy. I didn't really get out much, and I didn't, try and experience many different things. And then over the years, I was like, wait, I can talk to people, so I definitely grown by making like connections with whoever it may be, and just not being able to ask for help and talking to anyone that crosses my path.
Yeah, I mean, obviously becoming a comm major, being used to and being comfortable talking to people is definitely a big part of that. Is there like maybe a specific year, class, or even a memory that really like you really showed yourself that you have really like stepped out of your shell, has become a lot more of a talkative person? Because like now, no offense, we can't get you to shut up sometimes.
I know.
You're talking to everybody that you can, which honestly is one of my favorite parts about you. But is there like a specific memory or anything that really like, wow, I've come a long way?
I think definitely the internship presentations. Preparing for that was very exciting and nerve-wracking for me. I spent probably 2 weeks working on my internship presentation. And when I was up in front of everybody that came to watch those presentations, I just felt completely myself, and it really helped me, share what I did in South Africa. And afterwards, I was like, I got this, So that's probably one of the best things that's happened.
I mean, watching the presentation, you definitely showed confidence for sure.
Yes.
I mean, here at Waynesburg, a lot of comm memories, a lot of communication memories, whether it's working, a production, or even just class, a class here. Is there a favorite comm class that you've had? And then, going along with that, what's your favorite memory in that comm class?
I think, Melinda's classes, all of Melinda's classes, but specifically videography, we would always do like these fun assignments, and I got to make different types of videos and everything like that. But my favorite memory in a class was for Doug Wilson for public speaking. The one day I wore my Flamin' Hot Cheeto jacket, and he was picking at me and like making jokes, and
As Doug Wilson does.
Yeah, and I had an entire Cheeto outfit. And he said, Hayley, you won't wear that to class, the whole entire thing. And I was like, you don't know who I am.
Challenge accepted.
Yes. And so the very last day of that public speaking class, I was decked out in my entire Cheeto outfit, and I proved Mr. Wilson wrong.
What was his initial reaction when he saw it?
Shocked that I actually did it. Yeah. Because that was the first time I have ever had him. And so I think he really got to know who Hayley Sweeney was just by that very moment.
Yeah, I mean, I know that I personally, I love Doug Wilson. I think he's a great professor here. I know you and him, we work together, whether it's through radio or kind of like in a class, has kind of just built like a bond with him. Can you just talk a little bit about like what Doug means to you and how he's helped you here in Waynesburg?
Professor Wilson has been extremely supportive of me from the start. And he's always found the things that I've enjoyed very fascinating, and he's definitely supported me unlike any other. And he checks up on me, sees how I'm doing, and I truly appreciate it.
Yeah, I mean, one of the great things about Waynesburg is that these professors, they truly care.
Yes.
They're willing to help you through no matter what, as long as you're willing to ask them. So that's definitely something I appreciate about the professors here at Waynesburg. We talked about Melinda a little bit, how you enjoyed her classes, how she helped you with videography. It's kind of the same thing. How has she helped you, and what has she meant to you during your time here at Waynesburg?
I've definitely created a bond with Melinda, and she has always supported me, much like Mr. Wilson. And she always pushes me to go do different things. And I told her about South Africa, and she was like, go do it. And I was like, all right. So definitely the support from the professors was great.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, the professor is extremely supportive
Yeah.
here. Big reason why a big reason why, they encourage us comm students to come together.
Yeah.
Family type atmosphere, which is something we definitely exude here in the comm department. Through all the comm classes and maybe non-comm classes, what is probably the hardest class that you've taken, and how did you get through it?
Definitely practicum with Professor Krause. That was a tough one for me. I had a hard time. There was 2 books. The very first part of the class, I read the book. It was a great book. Randy Pausch, awesome. And the last lecture you'll see here soon, shortly. That's a good book. And the second book that we had to read was like the textbook. And I really struggled with that because I don't particularly read. So yeah, that class was definitely hard for me. I got through it because, we had to take it in order to graduate. Yeah. So it was pretty easy for me to just be confident in getting my grades up.
I mean, it showed. I mean, your presentation at the end, really showed that you put the work in, and you did very well with that. Yeah. So, going from internships to now, in kind of the last stretch here, leading up to graduation, are you kind of like nervous? Are you relaxed? Kind of checked out already? I know a lot of seniors kind of get senioritis.
Yes.
So what are you feeling as coming closer to the end?
Well, I definitely checked out probably 3 weeks ago. Yeah, I'm definitely ready to graduate, and I'm not really worried about any of my finals because they're more project-based, and I have like some time to do them. And so I know that I'm going to pass and graduate, so...
That's a good thing.
Yeah. We weren't worried about that at all. So yeah, I think it's going to be a good finals week for me, and I'm going to get everything done and then graduate.
That's good. I mean, we do, we've done a lot of work together. We've done a lot of things to work here at Waynesburg as far as comm goes, whether it's radio jobs or like TV shows that we've done. What is your favorite show or favorite thing that you've worked while you were here at Waynesburg?
I've enjoyed Nerd Alert a lot. I know you produce
Represent.
it. Yeah. Not just because you produce it, but I love the variety that you guys have on the show, and especially like the different things. Like my favorite one probably was whenever I was up here talking about Shrek. So that was a good one.
Oh, it was an extremely great episode,
yeah,
for sure.
I didn't get to do as many quotes as I wanted to. I could have recited the entire movie.
Oh, I bet we could make an entire episode of you just.
I can do it right now, actually.
Shrek and do a performance.
But it was fun doing Nerd Alert a lot, and I enjoyed the people who are involved in that show as well. So, and I've had fun doing The Buzz, The Waynesburg Effect, and especially because The Waynesburg Effect, I got to start directing because Micah helped me with that and learn how to do that, and that was one of the main things that I wanted to, learn how to do before I graduated. So I thank Micah a lot for that one.
I mean, you've definitely grown from what I've seen, from episode, whether it's working as crew or a panel member. Is there anything or anyone you'd like to thank for, your time here, during your time here at Waynesburg, for anything or everything? Definitely
the entire class of the comm department. Every single person in the comm department just makes it great. And Darian, you have been a good friend to me for many years now, and we will continue to be friends. So you're going to come visit me in Florida, right?
Oh, of course.
Okay, there we go. But I definitely want to thank Melinda and Professor Wilson for supporting me through all the different things, and especially you, because you've always pushed me to go, and I really do appreciate you, Darian.
Well, I really appreciate you, Hayley. Thank you from not only myself, but everyone here in the comm department. I'm sure we can all agree that you're one of our favorite people, always energetic, always willing and encouraging to lift a hand and help anyone if they would ever need it. So definitely from all of us here at Waynesburg, especially the comm department, thank you.
Thank you.
Fortunately, that is all we have for this Senior Spotlight. You can watch this episode and all the other ones on our WCTV YouTube page. Thank you for watching.
This has been a production of Waynesburg Community Television.